Encompass Health Deaconess Rehab Hospital is serving the community, especially during the time of the virus. CEO Blake Bunner is my guest. Good morning.
Good morning, Angie.
So great to see you, and so great to know and comforting to know that you all are still doing business, serving the community. And now with the virus, that's added another layer of rehabilitation, hasn't it, in your services?
It certainly has. You know, with the pandemic, the onset of the national emergency that took place in early March, it certainly changed the way that we position ourselves to help these patients who are surviving the COVID virus after being hospitalized in an acute care hospital setting. So we've had to make some changes inside of our hospital to accommodate that population so they can get back to doing the things that they love to do, whether it's seeing their grandchildren or being able to be a part of family gatherings that are on a weekly basis, of course, just getting them back to life. And that's what we're geared to do in our world-class hospital. You know, you toured that hospital with us about a year ago when we opened.
Right.
And we are really changing our services to meet the current needs of the community.
Well, you know, as I'm listening to you talk about people who have survived COVID, if you will, what are some of the issues when they come to you for rehab? What are they struggling to regain?
Well, certainly the virus absolutely saps people of their energy.
Right.
And we find that a lot of these patients are deconditioned. You know, when you don't use a muscle for a period of time, it becomes weaker. And that's exactly what happens when you're hospitalized over several days, sometimes weeks even. Angie, they are ready for rehabilitation because they just cannot go home in the condition that they're in. So they seek services, rehabilitation services, and that's exactly what we provide at our world-class hospital, is to get them in, to provide those services and do it in a manner that is very safe, not only for the patient, but for our staff members as well. Early on in March, when we started doing this, we were a little uncertain of how this would look and what kind of stigma it would be for other patients that were in the hospital, or even families who might be considering to send a loved one into our care. And we made sure to wall off certain areas to keep everyone safe as the virus really worked its course. And many of our patients, even while they're undergoing rehabilitation, actually come out of isolation precautions. And boy, oh boy, what a great day that is to be able to visit with a loved one, to be able to do rehabilitation and therapy exercises around other people again. It really, truly is a new beginning for these patients that we serve.
Well, and talk about enhancing healing and health is having that contact and having people with you and encouraging you. That's such a big deal.
It truly is. It's amazing how just being isolated can take its toll on what hope that a patient truly has. And we try to make sure that we never rob a patient of that little bit of hope that they have. It's the one thing that they can hang on to, and when they come out of those isolation curtains and when they get back to living back home again, it is truly a new beginning. And that's one of the reasons I love being a part of this hospital and all the great caregivers that we have here, from nurses to therapists, just wonderful, wonderful people here that help the people in our community get back to living.
Well, Blake, I can say as a witness to amen to all of that. Great staff, beautiful place, and services with so much positive energy. Thank you for that.
Thank you, Angie.
Good to see you. We'll be back with more local lifestyles right after this. Stay with us.